You are about to enter the Shockwave Skull Sessions podcast on shockwaveskullsessions.com. And now your host, Bob Nalbandian.
Alrighty, Shockwave Skull Sessions, a new video podcast, and it's back. We're doing it once again. Whoops, let me pick that up. We had a lot of requests for this. I don't know if you guys remember back in the original Shockwave Skull Sessions, about a good 8-9 years ago, we did a trivia contest when Shockwaves was going through Roadrunner, and I had my buddy Mario the Greek was the host, and it was between me, Toby, who else was John Stranansky, who we're going to get on. John was supposed to come on, but we're doing it with just the two of you, so whoever wins may go up against John. And I think William Howell was on that as well. But anyway, we always got a lot of requests. People are going, dude, that metal trivia was great. When are you going to do it again? And of course, when I did the T Radio V, we did the metal Name That Tune. And John Bush was one of the winners there, so maybe we'll have to get him on this as well, and maybe he could go against you, Ralph, so you could finally get your.
I can get all fanboy and shit.
Well, speaking of which, we got two of the elitist metalheads, and I'm saying elitist in the term that you are elite in the world of metal. Absolutely. People know these guys. They've seen their faces on YouTube and all these different metal sites. We got Danny Shipman and Ralph Viera, the two contestants. Of course, Danny Shipman, Reality Check TV, and the producer of the Inside Metal Bay Area Godfathers movie. Let me see. I got the DVD right here.
I'll go get it.
Watch the screen. There you go. And producer and editor, I gotta say, movie part 2 be coming out in the next
March
1st of March. So there you go. Look at Ralph's got his on hand as well. And of course, Ralph Viera, we got Ralph doing the music for the. He is pretty much did most of the soundtrack with his band Thrash or Die.
I'm very honored. And Danny, I just remembered this. I did a Dio documentary called Man in Silver Mountain, where I used some footage from your show, and I gave you credit in the credits.
Oh, thank you. So thanks for asking, but yes, thanks.
Well, I didn't know you back then. I didn't know how to get hold of you. But yeah, check it out. I put some reality TV stuff in there.
Reality Check TV.
Reality Check TV, yes.
Get it right, Dr. Fuck. Of course, Ralph Viera, a.k.a. Dr. Fuck. It doesn't get much more metal than a name like Dr. Fuck.
Well, it's F-U-K-K. It's not a bad word.
F-U-K-K. Still pretty goddamn metal. And I would say that it's going to be a pretty damn good contest. But we got Danny Shipman here. And I'll tell you, man, Danny is no slouch when it comes to metal trivia. And this guy's about as metal as it gets. So metal, he wears Celtic skirts going to concerts.
You're kilt, motherfucker.
And he drinks alcoholic beverages from a Viking bullhorn.
Hell yeah. That's metal.
He ain't your like Michael Brandvold wimp, dude. So, this guy's true metal, So you're in for a good competition here, Dr. Fuck.
Oh, I'm sure I am, man.
So, okay, this is what we're going to do. Shockwave Skull Sessions. We're breaking it down here. We're going to just kind of wing this one. We were going to, like I said, we were going to have John Stranansky on this as well. But Matt, the producer, actually made a good point. He said, let's do it with just 2 contestants to begin with, and then we could go on from there. And if this becomes a hit, you guys like it, we'll continue on. We got John Stranansky, and we got a couple of my contributors I get to give props to. They want to be, or they will probably be, future contestants as well. Of course, the great Martin Popov, who's a regular on the Skull Sessions. Martin, as you guys know, he's got tons of books out. I think his latest, he's got the Rush book, Iron Maiden book he just put out. Go to his website, martinpopoff.com. And he also has his podcast. I keep forgetting the name.
Quatrarian or something like that?
Yeah, and then he's got the history and 5
5 songs.
History in 5 Songs. Great podcast. So definitely check that out. Just go to martinpopoff.com. He provided several of the questions, and the reason being because, I didn't want to provide the questions because some people might think I'm biased since, I've worked with Dan. I've worked with you both, but, so I don't want to get this, you're cheating. Oh, his questions were easier or whatever. So we had
if I lose, Bob, I'll be saying that.
I'm sure you will be. I do. So not only Martin Popoff, we had Bob Mayo, who, of course, we had Bob Mayo and Horace Cordier, both on going through some classic underground 70s albums. Check out those Shockwave Skull Sessions podcasts. Both Bob and Horace also contributed some questions. And check out Bob Mayo's website, Mayo Noise, I should say. MAONOISE. Just Google that. I don't know the exact web address, but he's got a great website for all you underground hardcore metal people. So I want to get those props out of the way before we begin this contest. So this is what we're going to do. We got, we're going to do a couple categories. We got this old school rock trivia game that I had. We got the heavy metal category here.
Those are probably going to be easy ones.
These are going to be easier, but keep in mind on the rock trivia, if you pick 80s metal, and we're going to call it 80s metal because this game, at least the version I have, was done in 1984. So it will probably be like 1983 and before. So if it says, who's the lead singer of, whatever, Black Sabbath, it would probably be Ian Gillan, you got
to go by that year.
We're going to kind of fish those questions out, but just so you know, it's earlier. And the other ones they're all classic metal, and I didn't give them any clues of what to do. Martin, Bob, or Horace. I just said, come up with some good questions that you think would work good for these guys. So
those are the ones I'm interested in and concerned about.
Yeah, well, that's how it's going to work. So. Well, let's go ahead and begin. What we're going to do is the rock trivia heavy metal category. We're going to give 50 points to, and the Bob Mayo as well as the Martin Popoff, we'll call Popoff's picks, and Horace will each be 100 points. So because they're a little bit more difficult. So all right, you guys ready? Should we do this thing? All right,
you're going down, Dr. Fuck.
All right,
let's go up.
Let's go ahead and start with Danny. You pick the category, either the heavy metal, 80s metal, Mayo. Just say, give me some Mayo, Popoff's picks, or Horace.
I'll start with 80s metal.
All right, 80s metal. Let's do this.
Now, Bob.
We're racing for the answer. Whoever says it first.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. We were supposed to have a little bell or something.
Oh, I don't have no bell.
I forgot to. I forgot to tell you guys.
Give Dan. How about this, Bob? You give Danny the question. If he gets it right, he gets a point. If he gets it wrong, then throw it at me.
There you go. That works perfectly. All right. Let's see. Okay. Who was the first vocalist for Molly Hatchet?
Ooh, I know that.
Then you take it because
I'm a Florida boy. Of course you would know that. Danny, you don't know? You don't know this? No. All right, Ralph.
Danny Joe Brown.
No, you are wrong.
Well, he sang on the first album.
Jim Farrar.
No, that's the guy on Beating the Odds.
I mean, that ain't 80s metal. That's Southern rock, man. No fair.
That's the third album. Jimmy Farrar was on the third album. Danny Joe Brown was on the first two.
You know what? A lot of these questions aren't right. We might have to nix this whole.
Should I ask the questions?
You know what? But are you sure he wasn't in the band before the album? Because sometimes
now that I don't know. But to me, man, original lineups is the first album. That's it. That's how I look at it.
You know what? We're going to cut that whole thing out because that's the problem with these questions. A lot of these were wrong.
Now, if it was 1983, then yes, it was Jimmy Farrar.
They should have the dates on. All right, we'll skip that. That's all right.
I lost the point, and I got it right.
I didn't get it.
We'll, because it should be who was on the debut album. I agree. All right, we're gonna start. First question. We're gonna start with this one here. Danny, what Canadian band recorded the Power Play album in 1982?
I know.
Okay, well then you take it because I've never heard the album Power Play.
Yeah, you like my Judas Priest mug
Yes,
here?
I love it. You like my DVD?
There you go. I love that. All right, Danny, you don't know?
No, I don't know.
All right, Ralph.
April Wine.
Very good. Ralph gets his 50 points. All righty, Ralphie.
Did a good April Wine cover on their cover song EP.
So, Ralph, now it is your turn, my friend. What category would you like?
Give me 80s metal.
80s metal as well. All right, let's see. Oh, this is a good one. How many albums did Armageddon record?
Oh. 3?
Nope. Danny, do you know?
I think it might have been 2.
No, it was actually just one album. And I remember they, 1977, they were like a super group with Keith Relf and Martin Pugh and Bobby Caldwell. And it was supposed to be a big super group band. And Keith Relf died. He got electrocuted.
Oh.
Besides, Armageddon is a lame group.
The album.
Kiss reference.
Yeah.
So there you go. But one great classic album, one of my favorite progressive metal albums.
I never heard it. I just took a shot.
There was a local Santa Cruz band called Armageddon where I grew up. They were a Christian metal band.
No, definitely a different
Christian metal band, Armageddon.
Okay, so we're back to you there, Danny. Category.
I'll stick with 80s metal.
All right. All right. For what group did Burke Shelley play bass in 1981?
I'm getting killed here. I
don't know this either, Danny, so don't feel bad.
Wow. Okay.
Who the hell's Burt Shelley?
Yeah, I don't know.
Really? Okay. I'm shocked at both of you guys.
I'm
so
shocked.
neither of you know. All right, Budgie. Of course, the bassist vocalist of Budgie, Burke Shelley. All right, back to you there, Ralphie boy.
Give me a hard one. Give me a Martin Popov.
All right, we're going to Popov's picks here. Let me pop this up real quick. And let's see here on Popov's picks. All right, here, this is something you should know, I would say. Name 3 Martin Birch productions from 1980 and 1981.
All right, 1980, Heaven and Hell.
Right?
1981, Killers.
Yep. One more.
Oh, wait, another one?
3.
Oh, shit. 3 of them.
It could be anywhere between 80 and 81.
Mob Rules?
Yep, that works. Mob Rules was 1981. So good for it. That's 100 points there.
Right on.
All right. So he also did several Whitesnake albums from 1980, Ready and Willing, Live in the Heart of the City, Come and Get It. As you said, Iron Maiden Killers, of course. He did those 2 Sabbath albums and also Blue Oyster Cult.
Cultosaurus.
Yes.
Great album. Yeah.
All right. Back to you, Danny boy.
All right, we have 80s metal Popov, and who's the other guy?
Mayo,
okay. And Horace.
Let's have a slice of mayo.
All right, give him a slice of mayo here. All right, here we go. Which iconic metal singer toured and recorded 3 albums with 3 different bands in 1982, 1983, and 1984, and named the albums in sequence? Ooh, this is a tough one.
Very, very tough. It was an iconic metal singer.
Right? Very iconic. That toured and recorded 3 albums with 3 different bands in 1982, 1983, and 1984. And they were all 3 big bands.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I was going to think maybe Paul Di'Anno and.
No, these are pretty hard. This one.
Yeah, this is really hard. I can't think of this.
Yeah.
Think iconic singers, classic iconic singers.
I just mentioned one.
I figured you would know the singer. The albums are a little tougher. You give up? You know Ralph? Dr. Fuck? Ian Gillan.
I almost said Ian Gillan.
Oh, Ian Gillan, of course.
Gillan and then I don't know who the third one would be, but
well, he did Gillan, the Magic album. He did Black Sabbath, Born Again, and Deep Purple, Perfect Strangers in '84. So there you go. From
I wouldn't have got that one. I would have known the last 2, but not.
Yeah, those are a little tough. All right, so
I'm here. Oh, you're frozen, Bob.
category, please.
yeah.
You're disappearing on me.
You froze there for a second on my end.
Oh, all right.
Mine
Am I
too.
still frozen?
But you're good now.
Am I good now? Okay.
Yeah.
See, this is why we want to do just 3 people total too. Sometimes I'll freeze up. So,
All right.
category.
Give me 80s metal again.
All right. All right. What instrument does Alan Lancaster of Status Quo play? Remember, back in the 80s.
Damn. Would say his name again?
Alan Lancaster. And if you recall on their video, the original video they did for Rock All Over the World, he didn't show up for the video, so they made a Muppet of.
All right. I don't know. I'm just gonna guess he sounds like a bass player.
In the video.
He was a bass player?
Yep.
All right, well, you got
Bass
that one,
player.
dude.
All right, and that one I didn't know, so
Yes.
whatever.
Very good.
That was
I like that bass player.
super good luck.
Yes. All right. All right, Danny. That's
All right, well, let's try Mr. Horace.
All right. Mr. Horace. Those might be a little easier for you. We'll see. It depends. All right, Horace. Here we go. What famous guitarist substituted for Richie Blackmore on the entire Japanese tour? And this would be for Deep Purple.
Tommy Bolin?
No, although I'll
he
give you a
replaced
second
Blackmore.
shot at that because Tommy Bolin did replace Blackmore and did do a Japanese tour. But this was a guitarist that substituted for Blackmore and did an entire Japanese.
Yeah, I know who it is, and he played on no Deep Purple album.
Right. Danny, do you know?
No, this is the fact I never knew about Deep Purple.
All right. What about you, Ralph?
Joe Satriani and Battle Rage is on tour.
Yes, that is correct. Ooh. Ralphie,
I was thinking early days, but
yeah, that's why I you know what? I'm going to give you 50-50 there because that was actually correct. He didn't do an entire Japanese. He was actually in Deep Purple. He replaced Blackmore. He didn't actually.
He did replace him on the Stormbringer tour. That is true.
Yeah, but we'll give you 50 points there because
they toured more than Japan, though.
Yeah, that's correct. Well, he was in the band. He was actually.
Yeah, he did the next album.
Come Taste the Band album. So the key word there was substitute. And then, of course, they got Steve Morse in the band as a permanent guitar player. So, are we at Danny now, or is it your turn?
No, it's my turn because Danny.
You're right.
Okay. That's right. Go there, Ralphie.
Give me Martin Popov again.
All right, Mr. Popov. Popov's picks. All right, let's see. All right, you should be able to get this. This is funny. he gave me the question and I gave him a right answer, but he was thinking of another answer. But either of these would work. Of course, Popov, always Mr. Underground.
I'll give you both answers. How's that?
Let's see if you could. Which two brothers were on classic hard rock albums, each with their own band in 1977?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, wait a second. I guess this wouldn't work.
I don't know that.
I guess this really wouldn't work because you know what? This is a real tough question. I said Rudolph and Michael Schenker, but Michael Schenker was still in UFO then. It wasn't his own band. I didn't realize with their own band. You know what? I'm going to skip that one because that was kind of a hard.
Yeah.
It was Rex and Michael Smith, if you remember that band, Rex. Very underground. Of course, these are quite difficult. All right, this is a pop-up pick. We're going just down to the next pick, which works good for Dr. Fuck being a big fan of this genre. Name 3 hard rock bands that recorded for Casablanca. And I bet you know 2. Let's see if you know the third.
Yeah, the third one might be tough. Okay, there's, of course, Kiss and Angel.
Right? I had to actually look up this third band, too.
I don't know.
No looking up. I know.
No looking up.
Was Pipe?
Stars.
Put those hands in the air.
Stars, man.
Danny doesn't trust you. No looking it up on Google.
No, I'm not. Look,
Stars is the third one.
What's that?
Stars.
No.
all right. I'm not.
Stars. They weren't on. They were on RKO, I think, or one of the other labels.
Okay, so they're managed by a coin, but okay, so I knew definitely Angel and Kiss.
I'm trying to think.
And another disco people.
Was Piper on Casablanca?
No.
I don't know.
It's a tough one. The Gods.
Oh man, and I own some Gods albums. I should have known that. Yeah.
Never heard of them.
Old Cleveland band. What did they do? Like 2 or 3 records?
Yeah, I have 2 of them. I don't know how many they did, but I do have 2 of their albums, and I know they're on Casablanca, and I totally blew that one.
All right, Danny boy, it's you.
Okay, let's go with 80s metal. Although that hasn't been working out too well for me either. But let's go there.
All righty. Okay. Who recorded Animal Magnetism in 1981?
The Scorpions. That's an easy one.
There you go. I'm just going down the list on these questions. So some obviously are easier or harder depending on what you say. Okay, Ralph.
Give me Mayo.
Give me some Mayo. All right. These, I think these might be the most, well, I think between this and Popov are pretty difficult, but you might know this one. Name each, well, this is kind of a tough one too. Name each lead guitar player who played in UFO during the 1970s.
Oh, man. I know Schenker. I know the first album.
If you could name.
No, I can't.
3.
I know the
3 out of the 5.
I thought Schenker was the only one.
No, the first album, or maybe it was the first 2 albums, had a different guitar player, but I don't remember his name.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna get this right. And when did what's his name join the band? It was already Schenker was out after. So I only
more, but that's like more recent.
Well, this is a tough one. Mick Bolton, who was the original guitar player.
There you go, Mick Bolton.
They were a space rock band. He did the 2 records before Schenker joined with a Phenomenon, which they're known for, obviously, but they did do 2 previous albums. Larry Wallace, who played with
Motorhead.
Motorhead
He
was in the band.
Motorhead.
Yeah, he played.
See, I didn't know that.
Don't know that's Bernie Marsden from Whitesnake. Before he joined Whitesnake, he replaced Schenker, I believe, on a German tour, and he played with them in Germany. And of course, Michael Schenker. And the other one that people don't know is Paul Chapman was in the band in the 70s. There's a live album out with both Paul and Michael Schenker doing a great version of Rock Bottom with dual guitar. Pretty awesome.
Wow.
Live at the Hippodrome.
Nice.
So he did like a tour with them. That was a bit of a tough one, but
no more Mayo questions for me.
all right. This is a good thing because we're kind of seeing how to calculate this. We're gonna have to make the questions. I know by going through Bob Mayo and Martin Popov that they would be tough because, and I told them, I said, make them challenging. I said, don't make them too underground, but make them challenging. That was the only thing I suggested. But all right, over to you, Danny Shipman.
Okay, well, I'll take a Popov challenge. Why not?
There you go. All right.
Get killed, but why not?
Let's see here. Okay, this should be name 2 heavy metal acts Eric Singer played in before joining Kiss.
Oh man, he'll know this one. I mean, I knew Eric Singer was in. Well, hell, they even said that like Kiss was the only first band he was ever in originally when he was on MTV. But I heard he was in other bands, but I don't know. So
really, they were all 3 pretty known bands. You're very well aware of these bands. They're not like underground bands. He was in videos on MTV even with these bands.
Yeah. You don't know, Danny?
I'm thinking about Eric Carr. You mean Eric Singer?
Eric Singer.
Eric Singer. Okay, that's different then. He was in Black Sabbath and he was in Badlands.
Right.
And
there was one other man, but 2, you got it with the 2. He was also
Lita Ford.
Yeah.
Lita Ford?
Very good. That's 100 points for Danny.
Okay. Right on, Danny.
Eric Singer. I thought you meant Eric Carr. I was going, Eric. Oh, yeah. Eric Singer. It's Eric Singer. Okay. Yeah, Eric Singer's very story.
I can answer one band Eric Carr was in before Kiss.
What was that?
The Cellarmen.
Oh, interesting. I wasn't aware. All right. So it's over to you there, Ralph.
Give me Martin.
All right. Look at you. Now you guys are being all bold and shit.
Yeah.
You guys are like hot shit metalheads. All right. Let's see. Okay. This, I'm going to skip over this because even I didn't know this, and it was a tough one. So I'm going to go to the next one.
Well, tell us anyways,
What's that?
Tell us anyway.
All right. All right. And then if you want to skip it, because I had to.
You can skip it. If you're playing,
this album was really out officially. Okay. What were the names of the 3 Metal for Mothers releases?
All right. What's the next question?
Yeah. What's the next question?
Well, there was Volume 1, Volume 2, and apparently they did an EP called Mother's Pride, which I was aware of. But then I looked it up, and there was actually a 3rd compilation in 1992 called Metal for Mothers 92 with all bands I hadn't heard of. But it had like bands like called Gangland and Flight 19, which were obviously Tigers of Panting and Angelwood songs. So I don't know if they were doing tribute or whatever. But anyway, we're going to skip that question. Sorry about that, Martin. That's a little too tough. All right. Name 2 bands Vinnie Apace was in before joining Black Sabbath.
What? You know this, Danny? I don't.
He was in John Lennon. He played with John Lennon.
Wow, I didn't know.
Well, he did perform with him. He did a recording with him when he was very, very young. But
he played with.
I'll give that to you because he did record with John Lennon. He wasn't in John Lennon.
Otherwise, I don't know unless you're talking about Carmine.
No, Vinnie. Pretty known bands. He did a killer live album with this one band, which is, to me, one of the classic, I would say, top 10 or top 15 greatest live hard rock.
Frampton?
To be in. What?
Peter Frampton?
Nope.
Okay. But he did play.
Ralph, over to you.
I don't know.
He was in Derringer. He recorded on several of the Derringer records, including Derringer Live. He was in also a band called Axis, LA band that played. They were actually on a major label. They put a record out, but they were a big LA band during like the Van Halen era, playing alongside Van Halen. And if you saw the first Inside Metal movie, The Pioneers of LA Hard Rock and Metal, we do talk about Access in there. But anyway, that was a bit of a tough one. Of course, Martin Popov.
What's the score now? I'm getting something for acknowledging that you played with John Lennon, right?
Yeah. Well, no, because you had to get 2, and you only got 1. So you're at 200, and Ralph is at 250.
Close.
Yeah. So I did give you the one for Okay. Whose turn is it now?
It is.
Okay, Ralph. Category, please.
Give me 80s metal.
All right. Let's see.
Are you sure it's my turn? I think it's Danny's turn. No, I think it's your turn, Danny, because the Carmine, the Vinnie was for me, but you're the one who got it right.
Okay.
So it's Danny's turn.
I should be keeping track of this. All right, go ahead, Danny. Category.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do 80s metal this time.
All right. Let's see here. What were Van Halen called in 1974?
Oh, I think I remember this one. I remember they had a name before Van Halen, and they
had two names before Van Halen.
Think of Wolfie.
Think of what they were called, Wolfgang?
No.
Okay, well, I got it wrong.
All right, Ralph.
They were called Mammoth.
Correct.
But before Mammoth, they were called Genesis.
I heard that. Very good. You got the point.
They were called Genesis because they found out there was a Genesis.
Because didn't Wolfgang's latest album called something Mammoth?
It's called Wolfgang. It's called Mammoth WVH. That's the name of the new band.
All right.
How much did I get for that one?
That was only a 50 pointer.
Okay.
That was kind of hard for the 80s metal, actually. But
all right,
anyway, Ralph.
Give me 80s metal.
All right. Let's see here. Where was Billy Squire born?
In a hospital.
Yeah. That would be a good answer.
He was born in America.
Major. It's a city. Major city.
Riot was born in America.
What's that?
Yeah, Riot. Born in America. He was born in America. I don't know. I'm just gonna take a shot here. Boston.
There you go. That's correct.
What?
Sometimes when you guess.
That is correct.
Hey, Danny, if I win this, it's going to be very unfair because I got two that I didn't know the answer for.
Yeah, because I do remember Piper originally from the Massachusetts, Boston area before they moved into doing New York shows. So that,
Bill Aucoin managed Piper.
Right.
And I think he managed Billy Squire too. I could be wrong.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he did?
Correct. All right, Danny.
Okay. All right, so we've had Mile, Popov, 80s metal, and there's a fourth one, right? Who's the one?
Horace, yeah.
Horace, yeah. We haven't given Horace a lot of love, so let's try him.
All right, let's see here. All right. Okay, this is a good one. What premier rock drummer had 2 hit solo singles produced by Mickey Most? I didn't know this, but it's interesting.
Herman Rarebell?
No, these questions are pretty hard, man. I gotta say, no, but that's a good. It's in the same ballpark around that,
A drummer that had 2 solo albums.
No, 2 singles produced by Mickey Most, who was the big 50s kind of hit maker back in the day.
And I know Ringo Starr would be another one, but we're talking metal here.
Yeah, it's not Ringo.
Yeah.
It's a Cozy Powell.
I was about to say Cozy Powell, Bob. You didn't throw it at me. Time
was up. We could only give you the clock was ticking.
All right.
All right.
I was just gonna guess Cozy Powell. I didn't know it though.
Well, you did guess the Boston one.
Yeah, that was
that one right. Fluke. All right, Ralph. Category.
Give me Martin Popov again.
Damn, you guys are going for it. Ball busters here. All right, let's see here. Okay, this is kind of there could be a lot of different things. I kind of got this wrong, but or I got it right, but it was a different answer. So anything, we'll see what you do. What do Queen and Blind Guardian have most in common?
Okay.
It's not just the fact that the vocals are kind
of. That's I think the vocals are kind of.
That's kind of what I thought. I go, well, that's.
They had both. They had an album with A Night Of, right? Is that one of them?
Yeah, A Night of what? A Night.
At the opera?
A Night
At the opera?
Yes, they both had albums titled A Night at the Opera. Very good. That's
okay, cool.
well, you're not too sure of yourself. I said you were right.
Been at the opera before he did, man.
What's that?
But come on, I said A Night at, and we all know A Night at the Opera. So
Okay.
Okay.
Night at the Opera or Day at the Races. It was the other one. All right, Danny.
Okay, let's spread some mayo.
All right, spreading the mayo. All righty, let's go here and. All right, this one I think Dr. Fuck would know. Name at least two of the band names that BOC used before settling on Blue Oyster Cult.
Oh, crap.
oh, damn it.
These are tough. I mean, one of them.
I never knew they had a name before that.
I know one. I know they had two names, and I know one of them.
They used to go by. They would do like secret shows under. It was pretty well known. These other ones, I should have read over these more thoroughly before, because they're difficult. They're kind of difficult.
I know one of them, and I know they went by two names, but I can't remember.
Well, there's actually four names listed here. All you have to do is name two.
Well, I know one of them.
All right. Well, what's one of them? Yeah, I'm not going to give you.
You don't know, Danny?
Nope. I'm clueless.
All right, Soft White Underbelly is one of them.
Right.
The one.
But you need another one to get the point.
And they released an album too. I think it's something like Forest.
Yeah. Very good. They did release that. Yeah. Now that you said that, I do recall them.
Forest of St. Anne, something like that. Fuck. I didn't get it right.
Close, man.
It was Forest of something, right?
I don't know if we should give it to you.
No, don't. I'll play for it.
Close enough.
But what was it? Forest of...
Oh, we had Stop White Underbelly. You were correct there. Stock Forest Group.
That's it. Stock Forest Group. Damn it.
And I do remember they did something under that not too long ago. I don't even know this. Oaxaca?
No, I only knew those two.
Oaxaca. The Santos Sisters. What? And knife-wielding scumbags.
I never. That's awesome.
I like that. But dude, these guys, I mean, Bob Mayo and Horace and Martin Popov, they're like beyond professors of metal. I mean, they like go. That's why I try to tell them. I said, don't go too underground, but make it challenging. And they're definitely making it challenging for you guys, man. Woo! Both of you guys are looking.
That's a good question.
The guys look bad. These guys are.
I don't. Yeah, this is like ruins their reputation.
I don't even know a lot of these. I mean, Ralph, I think you're doing better than I would on some of these stuff. So it is but this is the first round. We'll have to kind of adjust. I didn't know how difficult a lot of I should have went through some of these beforehand, but some of the stuff that I think is hard might be easy for you guys too. So you never really know what's quite challenging or not. But anyway, are we back to Danny now?
Yes.
All right, Danny. Category.
Okay. Let's do Popov.
Well, seeing you guys are just going with a Popov. All right, here we go. All right, this will be our last Popov question. He only had a few. This one I actually knew. It's a little challenging, but what do Magnum, Praying Mantis, Nazareth, and Diamond Head have in common?
Magnum, Praying Mantis, Diamond Head. Lars Ulrich likes them all.
No, that was kind of my first thing, that maybe Metallica covered all their songs, and I'm thinking, I know they didn't do a Magnum song, but they did do Nazareth, they did Please Don't Judas Me, and of course they did Diamond Head, but that is not correct.
Yeah. I don't know that one.
What about you, Ralph?
They all did a cover of the same song.
Nope, that's kind of what I thought too. But then I remember I was thinking again. These are tough because I remembered album covers. Yes, Rodney Matthews. He did the Chasing the Dragon album cover of Magnum. Also, the classic No Mean City album cover by Nazareth, which I strongly believe influenced Iron Maiden's Killers album cover. And he did the Borrowed Time album by Diamond Head. So
he said like what does Molly Hatchet and Manowar have in common? I might have got that one. Right, Rosetta paintings, and his brother.
That's true. Yeah. All right, Ralph.
Give me 80s metal.
All right. Let's see here. Okay. All right. What Pat Travers album first put more of an emphasis on keyboards?
Oh, Crash and Burn?
Yes, correct. Crash and Burn album. And supposedly, at least according to Pat, that album was a big influence on Van Halen's 1984 album with Jump and all that. And that made Eddie switch over to playing a lot of keyboards.
It was Pat Travers' fault.
It's all Pat Travers' fault. Yes, of course. Apparently, he was a big fan of the Crash.
Junk.
I will second that.
What did I get for that one, Bob?
That was a 50-pointer.
Okay.
All right, Danny.
Yeah. Okay. So there's no more Popov questions. That's good. Let's try Horace.
All right, Horace. Okay. Connect David Coverdale to UFO in. Well, this kind of we'll do it. Connect David Coverdale to UFO in 2 degrees.
2 degrees. I mean, all those bands.
Well, you know what? This was kind of already done in one of Martin's questions. We're going to.
That's an incestuous family tree to begin with.
Yeah, well, it was the fact that Bernie Marsden was in Whitesnake and also in UFO. But we already kind of touched that on one of Martin's questions. All right, let's name these 2 ill-fated Black Sabbath singers.
Ill-fated David Donato.
Yes, I didn't even finish the question. But what was the other one?
Yeah. Got it. He's saying Juniorize on a TV.
Well, no. Let me finish. The first did a high-profile media cover story in Metal Magazine upon joining and was fired thereafter. That was David Donato.
Correct.
And the second managed a full band tour and rough recording of an album that he was later removed from, only to have the band's new vocalist re-record the tracks. There's actually an album out, non-official, like a bootleg album.
No, it was actually released on the deluxe version.
Oh, was it? Oh, they actually did release it. Okay. This singer, who you well know, did a full album with Black Sabbath. And he wasn't an official singer. I remember when it was announced.
Okay. Ray Gillen?
Yes. There you go.
You got it.
There you go.
And what they released was the demos. He didn't actually do the album. He did the demos.
Yeah, he did some shows with him, too, I know.
Yeah, he did the shows. And he appears on Eternal Idols during the song Nightmare. That's him laughing.
Oh, that's right.
They kept that in.
That's a great album. They called it Eternal Gillen. And it was a kind of like, it was originally released as like a bootleg.
It wasn't David Donato. He was like in a White Tiger with Mark St.
John. Yeah.
St. John, yes. They were supposed to be this big super group from Orange County. And because I knew all those guys, I remember. Nothing ever happened with them. They did that one album and fell flat on their face. Anyway. All right. Are we over to you, Ralph?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, give me 80s metal.
All right. What group did Robin Trower spend 4 years with?
Oh,
Robin Trower. Very big band. From the late 60s into maybe the early 70s.
You know what, man? It's on the tip of my tongue. I know he was in a band before, but now I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, they were an American band. Oh.
It wasn't Grand Funk. That's an American band.
Yeah. But it wasn't Grand Funk. No, I don't remember. I know you're going to say it. I'm going to get pissed.
Procol Harum.
That was it. Damn it.
Were they American? All American?
No, I'm not sure. They don't sound American.
Yeah.
Procol Harum sounds British.
Yeah. All right. Danny boy.
Okay. All right. Let's go back to some Mayo.
All right, Mayo.
I'm trying to give everybody a chance here since they went to the trouble of writing questions for us,
Oh, it's funny. It seems like you're picking all Dr. Fuck's questions. Name of the band who wrote King of the Nighttime World, which Kiss covered on 1976's Destroyer album.
That was a cover?
Yeah.
I was unaware of this too.
I thought that was an original by Kiss.
I should have actually went through these questions and did my own, because these are... Dr. Fuck might know this, being the huge Kiss fan. I don't know if he does or not.
I don't, but I know who wrote it.
Kiss aficionado like him not know this?
I know. I know who wrote the song, but I can't remember the name of the band. I don't even think I even knew the name of the band.
Who wrote it?
What was the name of the guy that managed the Runaways?
Oh, Kim Fowley.
Oh, is this a Kim Fowley? Okay. Yeah.
He wrote the song.
That's right.
Yeah,
and I know
covered it, right? Didn't Nirvana cover this for their
they covered Do You Love Me?
Did they?
Yeah, but I don't remember. I don't think I ever knew the name of this band that originally did it. Was it the Kim Fowley Experience?
Hollywood Stars.
See, I didn't know that, but I did know it was recorded before and it was a cover. But yeah, I don't remember the name of the band.
That's
some girl band questions in there because I'm a aficionado. I'm a girl band geek,
Yeah, there should have been some Runaway stuff. Well, go ahead. This is good.
Metal, man. That's what I'm all about.
Yes, a lot of these are, most of these questions are really focused on the 70s. And I know going through Bob Mayo and
I'm more of an 80s dude.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll continue.
In the 70s, that was all about Kiss, not much else.
Yeah. Go ahead and pick a category.
Let's go with all right. What was the other guy instead of Mayo?
Horace.
Let's go with Horace.
All right. Let's see. Okay, interesting one here. What French hard rock band managed the rather unique trick of employing no less than 2 Iron Maiden drummers in their discography?
I know. Trust.
Of course. Trust. And who are the drummers?
Nico McBrain and... Jeez, I mean, it had to be somebody before Clive Burr, right?
No, actually, it was Clive Burr. But you got the answer because it just asked for the band. But yeah, Clive Burr was actually in Trust.
I did not know that. I know Nico was. And Anthrax covered their song Antisocial.
Yeah.
That is correct.
That was German.
No, they're French, actually.
Yeah, they're French. They actually recorded Antisocial in French.
Yeah, I remember that.
Then Anthrax did it in English, but Anthrax also recorded it in French on a very rare CD I have called Nice Fucking EP Backwards, whatever.
There's actually footage of the Trust guys singing that song with Anthrax.
You're right. Yeah. Yep, they're on the recording. Yeah, all right, I got another one.
There you go. All right, Danny.
That was 100 points, right? I got another.
That was 100.
Nice.
Yep, I gave you 100. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do 80s metal.
All right. We're going to have to stick with 80s metal here, too, because we're almost done with the other questions. They only gave me a few. All right. Here we go. This should be easy enough for you. Who plays lead guitar? Again, 80s metal. This was, from 1984 prior. Who plays lead guitar for Nazareth in the 80s?
I never listened to Nazareth.
Oh,
I wasn't really a Nazareth fan.
One of the greatest guitar players. One of the most innovative guitar players around. We've had him on Skull Sessions, going through their catalog.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Ralphie.
If somebody replaced Manny Carlton, I don't know who it is.
No, that's who it is.
All right, Manny Carlton stayed with him in the 80s. Right on.
Again, this is the reason I said that is because, of course, this was done in 1984. So yes, he was.
Oh, that's right. I remember he did the early 80s albums. I was thinking, oh man, who replaced Manny Carlton? But you're right. Yeah,
very good. So
what was that? 50 points? Are you keeping score, Bob?
Yeah, I am. You're kicking ass here, Ralphie. So
Okay.
you know what? Next time we are going to do a more metal and include some thrash and all this other stuff. I thought we could do. See, if I had Sternansky on here, he would be kicking ass.
Both.
He's a 70s metal kind of, and I think that was the original plan. Is Sternansky was going to come on, so they probably made it more 70s. But anyway, we're doing this, so let's do it. Finish up here.
All right. So, we other questions of the other two of Mayo and Harwood?
We still got another Mayo question. We still have one more Mayo question, and that's it. And then the 80s.
All right. Hey man, they were nice enough to give us questions, so let's go with the Mayo questions.
And he seems to know you pretty well here, Dr. Fuck, because we got another Kiss question. All right. Name the two Kiss albums where a member of the band featured on the cover does not play on the record at all. And name the albums and the corresponding non-playing member.
Okay. Ace didn't play on Creature of the Night.
Right?
Bruce didn't play on Creatures of the Night, which was re-released in 85, and he's on the cover of that.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. So wait, there's another Kiss album. Oh, Peter Criss on Unmasked.
Correct.
I was gonna steal that one from you.
Yeah.
I was thinking guitar players this whole time, but actually, there's 3 albums. So there's 2 versions of Creature of the Night. One without makeup that they released in '85 that has Bruce Kulick on the cover, and one with Ace. If I didn't get Peter Criss, I would have still won that.
I gave you the 100. I'm not giving you any bonus. So, all right. Okay, now we're going to just do the 80s 80s metal for now on. And we'll do
all the other donated questions are gone now.
Yeah.
No more Popov.
Yeah, they only gave a few questions. And, we were just going to stick with these 80s questions, but I figured we'd have them throw in a few. Next time I'll just write up some questions next time and do it because we had you on our video, our regular podcast, and we did some good thrash questions, and you did really good.
You did a lot of Nawabum questions. Yeah, you can definitely. Yeah. I definitely can do thrash. I know thrash very well, as you know, but
well, see, that's why I wanted to give it to these guys because I didn't want it because I know you're thrash and you're Kiss, and I know they don't know either of you. So, or your taste in music anyway.
I got a question for Danny if he knows his thrash. What amazing thrash band is all over this album soundtrack?
Oh, it's your band, right?
Yeah. It's called Your Band. You got it.
Yeah. Thrash or Die, right?
Thank you, sir.
That is correct.
I just watched the Posers video earlier today.
Thanks.
The video, that was really cool.
Man, that video is there's a cartoon video that was just released. It was started back in 2013, but life happened with the creators and they shelved it. But they called me like 3 months ago saying they wanted to finish it. They did finish it. Bob, you got to see it. It's hilarious. Type in Thrash or Die, No Pose Allowed. It's an animated video and it's hysterical. It's awesome.
It's on the Skull Sessions Facebook. I checked it out today.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay. That's good. Matt must have put it up there. That's awesome. I will check it out. Cool.
Thank you, Matt.
Yes, thank you, Matt. All right, how many more? Let's do. I don't even count how many more we have. We got. I don't know if let's give Danny a chance to catch up here. We'll do 5 more questions here. Okay. So, whose turn is it? I keep forgetting now.
What was the last question? It was for you.
You did. That was for Bob Mayo, right? The Kiss one, the Kiss drummer or the Kiss.
Okay, so and then Danny went with classic metal, didn't he? What was the last question? What was?
Oh yeah, we did.
Okay, so give me the next one.
Okay. Oh yeah, we did do the Manny Charlton, and it went back over to you. All right. Okay. Who produced Aerosmith's "Rockin' a Hard Place"?
Oh,
the album.
I love that album. Well, I love side 1 of that album. Side 2, not so much.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Was it damn, now I can't remember the guy's name that did all these classics albums that oh my god. Jack Douglas.
There you go. He of course did Rocks, and
I just thought of Cheap Trick's first album, and bam.
Yeah.
The video to Lightning Strike. That's about all I know about that album.
Side 1 is great. Side 2, but a lot of people love side 2, but side 1's a great.
He did Draw the Line. He did
Toys in the Attic, Get Your Wings.
Yeah, Night in the Ruts. Yeah, he did pretty much all the early stuff.
Yeah,
except the first album. I think someone else did. All right, Danny.
Okay.
80s metal. Let's see here. Okay. Now I'll do. Who produced Judas Priest's Point of Entry album?
Yeah, I hate questions about producers. Freaking
Very famous producer.
Yeah. Freaking I think your name's on the tip of my tongue. Some big metal producers. Damien Child.
Desmond Child? No.
Desmond Child. No.
No, I don't think Priest would allow him to work with them. I would hope not anyway. Tom Allom.
Man, you should have thrown it to me. I knew that answer.
Oh, shit.
You gotta give me that. I'll even say it right now. Tom Allom started on Unleashed in the East. He went all the way up to Turbo. Okay? He did Unleashed in the East all the way to Turbo. Tom Allom. And then he did some of Firepower. Come on, give me that one. You should have thrown it to me.
You should give it to him.
You're way ahead.
I knew that one, man.
He also engineered the early Black Sabbath albums.
Yes, the first one, yeah.
Yes.
The first 2, I think. 3.
I think he did Paranoid and the first, yeah.
I think he did.
All right, next question. All right. What Ozzy Osbourne album has, you know what we should do on these? I'm wondering now if we should, well, now then it might be a clusterfuck if you guys just shout out the answers. Rather than going since we're only doing from 80s metal now. Well,
give me that Ozzy question. I'm pretty good at that.
Ralph. All right. What Ozzy Osbourne album has You Can't Kill Rock and Roll?
My favorite one, Diary of a Madman.
Yeah. Very good. All right. See, what I was saying is now we could just I could ask the question, whoever answers first will get it. But you want to try doing that?
Sure.
All right.
Ralph is into.
I'm kind of slow.
You know when we started this game doing it this way, we'll continue on this.
Yeah, let's continue.
Now that there's only one category left, it's.
I'm a slow answerer.
All right. Okay. Well, this goes over to you, Danny. Where was Deep Purple's Machine Head album recorded? And
in studio.
Yeah.
You know the lyrics. Give him that point.
You would know the city where it was recorded.
Los Angeles?
No, it's very famous in the lyrics.
I know.
Oh.
First line of the song Smoke on the Water.
Yeah, we all came down to Moa.
Yeah. What we all came down to?
You're giving him this.
Yeah.
He said California already.
He doesn't know the city. We all came down. All right, Ralph, what is
Montreal.
it? What?
Montreal.
Yes.
Montreal.
No, Montreal.
Montreux, Switzerland. Yes. How do you say Montreux?
Montreux is how you pronounce it. Yes. Montreux.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I've never paid attention to is who produced the album, where it was recorded, and
all right.
That session guy, that songwriter, that's stuff I've never cared about.
Martin Birch produced Machine Head, by the way.
That is correct. All right, are we over?
I was thinking of for the Priest question.
All right, Ralphie.
Okay.
In 1983, Iron Maiden did a cover version of a Jethro Tull composition.
Cross-Eyed Mary.
Yes.
That's an easy one.
Yeah. That was. All right, Danny, over to you. We'll speed this up, do a couple more. Over to you, Danny. We only got one category. This is who does the vocals for Styx? And remember, this is from the 80s.
Dick.
Styx, the lead vocals.
Sick. What is that? Is that a band or an album? What? Sick.
Styx.
Oh, Styx.
Yeah.
Dennis DeYoung.
Yes, very good.
There's 3 lead singers in Styx.
Yeah.
But no, we'll give it to Dan.
Dennis DeYoung's kind of the main singer.
Yeah. He's been
Tommy Shaw did.
He did more songs. Yeah.
Right.
Tommy Shaw and J.Lo Young.
All right. Yeah, some of these are a little sketchy on the questions. All right. Over to I guess Ralph. Okay, in what movie did Black Sabbath's "The Mob Rules" first appear?
I know.
Heavy Metal.
Yes.
And it was the demo version. It's a different version than the album
version than what.
Oh, was it a demo? I know it's a different version. Yeah.
Yeah.
Death to all who oppose us.
Okay, should we do one more?
Yeah.
Go for
You
it.
guys want to continue on because I'll say Ralph is way ahead.
Yeah, I got destroyed here.
All right. Okay. What Joan Baez song did Judas Priest cover on their Sin After Sin album? Was that Danny?
Diamonds and Rust.
Yes. Very good.
And originally recorded for Sad Wings of Destiny, but they did not add it, but it's on a later Greatest Hits from Gull Records. Is a different version.
I did not even know that. Wow.
There's a different version of Diamonds and Rust that's on their Best of Judas Priest from Gull Records, and Sin After Sin is re-recorded.
Joan Baez wrote that song for Bob Dylan. The song was about a phone call she had with Bob Dylan.
Yeah, they had like some feud or something, right? Yeah, they had like a fight or something, or some kind of.
I learned that my creative writing class in high school. My teacher played us that song, and I had no idea it was a Joan Baez cover of my Priest. Like, hey, this is a Judas Priest song. But when she played the original version and told us the story behind it, and then he taught us. Write about your diamonds and rust, the meaning of the song,
All right. We had you, Ralph. On what Blue Oyster Cult album is Godzilla initially found?
Spectres.
Yes. Very good. All right. We'll do one final question here and wrap this thing up. All right, Danny.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is an interesting.
The loser here.
This is an interesting one.
There are no losers here.
What was the first album by Crocus in 1978?
Ooh.
No, that was actually the first domestic.
1980. Yeah.
In 1980, they did two albums prior.
2 or 3. I know Mark Storace wasn't the first lead singer.
Really?
I do not know that answer, Bob, but because like Danny, for me, Metal Rendezvous is their first album.
Yeah, I always thought that was their first album.
Yeah,
well,
I know they did a couple before that.
Judas Priest had a album of the same title, pretty much.
Oh, Crocus' first album. All right. Well, Danny, take a guess from a.
Yeah.
I'll take one too.
Stained Glass.
Nope.
I'll say Sin After Sin.
Nope. Painkillers.
Oh wow.
What's it called?
Painkillers.
Painkiller.
Yeah. Painkillers with an S. I do remember that. I remember seeing that as an import like years ago. I go, wow, when did this Crocus album come out? So, yeah, interesting. All right, last one. This we'll give it an easier one. Who signed Kansas to his Kirshner label?
Yeah, it was Don Kirshner.
There you go.
I didn't know Kirshner had a label.
All right. Well, I don't know if we should add these all up. I'll just say.
No.
Ralph,
add them up.
All right. Well, you know what? This was the first go around. I think if we have maybe like Stranansky and some like more 70s type of guys, we could use some of these questions. But for you, I know both you guys kind of like me are more 80s metal people. So We'll
I
have
know
to,
my 70s, but yeah, the obscure shit is like that.
well, this is what we're going to do, Ralph. We're going to put you up against John Stranansky coming up
That's
next.
going to be a tough one. I think Strudensky's going to take you, man. It's going to be a tough one.
Probably will.
Yeah,
I mean, when it comes to the obscure 70 bands, but like Kansas, I'm a big Kansas fan.
Well, see, there's a there's obviously the age difference. You know, Stranansky, he's even a few years older than me, and Danny's a few years younger than me and us. So we have to kind of balance these things. So so with Stranansky, we'll kind of do like 80s and 70s stuff for you guys. Try to make it a good.
Kind of what happened to me today. I kind of thought if I get through Dr. Fuck today and I have to go up against Strudensky, I'm probably going to get destroyed. But yeah. Kind of what happened to me today is what I kind of expected against me against Strudensky. But,
see, I would have came up with some questions that I think would have worked out good for the two of you, but I figured I don't want people to like say, "Oh,
get some time if you want questions that are better fitted that we both know more, maybe more thrash stuff or
a
lot of female metal stuff." But
female metal, yes, and Kiss.
Mean Streak, man, that band ruled. You know them, right?
In New York City,
love them. Roadkill.
Yeah, Roadkill.
Well, I figured I'd pick some guys that don't know you guys personally or know your tastes, and then that way there'd be no bias at all in the questions. But anyway,
cool. You got a neutral. You got a neutral thing. These guys do their stuff. They're neutral, and they got some hard questions that we both got our asses kicked on. That's cool.
Yeah, there you go. At least we know. Well, we're gonna do one with Martin Popov and Bob Mayo and Horace, and I'm gonna have to come up with the questions on those. And those guys, that's gonna be a good contest because it'll be all underground 70s.
I put my money on Popov, man. That guy knows.
He does, but I'll tell you, man, both Bob Mayo, if you haven't watched those, just a couple episodes back, we did a part 3 of the Underground 70s albums with both Bob Mayo and Horace Cordier, and they both know their shit when it comes to that. That's going to be it would be good to have all three of them compete with each other on that because I think they're, as far as when it comes to Underground 70s shit, they're definitely at the top of the heat.
William Howell would just destroy a bunch of people too.
Yeah, we had William Howell on the first one. He was.
You mentioned William Howell. I was like, oh God, if you don't put me up against William Howell, I wouldn't stand a chance.
Yeah, he did. I think I actually won that one, and it was Stranansky and Toby. Toby was
really. You won against Stradinsky and Howell.
Yeah, and we just
know you know your stuff, Bob.
We just did exclusively questions from this game on that one. So. But
I'll be right back. I gotta pee.
All right. Well, listen, guys, I appreciate it. Dr. Fuck, Mr. Shipman.
He's going to celebrate his victory.
He's going to celebrate his victory with a nice congratulatory piss.
Yeah, I got pissed on already.
There you go. Thank you again, gentlemen. We will see you guys next time on the Shockwave Skull Sessions Metal Trivia Game.